Don't worry. Never say die. See, I told you I was a great one. No, wait, no!
Try Soturi Plus.
Alright, so if you guys seen that, that's actually our new commercial for what we're running right now.
Nice.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to TGIF, which is not thank God it's Friday, but it's the gamers industrial focus. Sorry for cheating all your feelings, but hey, it's quite cool. So as usual, we will have someone from the gaming industry to be part of our podcast, and today we are very lucky with Ryan. Ryan with us. So who is Ryan? Ryan is from a tech startup company. They create amazing new ideas on game playing. Correct, right?
Yeah.
If I introduce wrongly, please kick me or push me at the side.
No worries. No worries.
Right. So why don't you introduce yourself, because that'll be the better.
For sure. So hi everyone. My name is Ryan. I'm from Wraek, the CEO of Wraek, and what we do is that we basically make innovative gaming devices. So with these gaming devices, we really want to change the way that the current way of gaming hardware is being made, and as well as the entire industry. So we are doing little innovations. I'm really excited to come here and have a chat with you about gaming hardware trends.
Yeah, cool. So
Yeah.
So before we start, right, how on earth did you get into gaming hardware? Like why? Like how?
Yeah, that's a great question actually. Myself, okay, so Wraek, my startup, is founded by myself and two other founders. Their names are Cheng Jie and Ping Zhang. We all met at NUS Entrepreneurship Society.
Oh, nice.
And that's where we really felt this need to change the gaming hardware industry, because we are all three avid gamers. And we were all quite frustrated about the way that gaming devices are currently being made. If you didn't know, the current keyboard and mouse layout has not really changed for the past 30 years.
Actually, you're right. Yeah, you're totally right. It's like for freaking 30 years, it's still like this.
Yeah.
Right? And it's always...
It's just like that.
Like
it's
that.
really stale.
Yeah.
We wanted to make a change, and we felt that, okay, because the keyboard layout is so, I would say, limiting, that's where we wanted to step in and be that change. Because if we didn't, no one is going to do that change from what we see. Keyboards and mouse just get clickier, maybe they last longer, or they have better colors.
There are more holes like for the mouse, right?
Yeah.
More
holes for the mouse.
Yeah, I was like wondering, why do my mouse that I have right now looks like a honeycomb?
Exactly. It's a huge gap in the market for these innovative gaming devices. Gamers always want to play better, and honestly, they deserve better than what they are currently getting. So that's where we come in, and with our newest product actually.
Yeah, and let's just launch it.
Right?
Right?
We just launched it on Kickstarter.
Wow.
So I'll be very happy to share it with everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
later.
let's cut the chase and get to it.
Sure.
Then we will go through Like the horror story of you creating it.
Horror story, yeah. Okay lah, yeah. There are
Yeah.
horror story and there are the
happy
better
stories,
happy stories, right? Yeah.
But let's talk about your innovation.
Sure.
Now, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here it is in this
Ta-da!
case, right here, and ta-da-da! This is our key innovation is the Red Tectonic Pad.
Wow.
Basically, how you use it is that you just use your palm to shift around the pad itself, and as you can see from the lights here, if I push in certain directions, the lights will light up. And what that does, I wish I could show you on a computer, but basically what this does is that you can move characters with WSD. So you press up, it's gonna go. Your character's gonna go up. Press down, it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
It can emulate a mouse, a keyboard, or a controller thumbstick.
Wow.
So why we created this is because now people can use their palm while typing.
So I can do this and then up, down, left, right.
Up, down, left,
Actually,
right, and
could this
you can type.
Be used for like other kind of controls apart from games?
Yes, it can be used for. That's a very insightful point. You're very sharp. So it can be used for other things as well, like software in terms of your Adobe, your Photoshop, even for 3D modeling. Because of the shortcuts, the macros, it becomes really great for these things.
Yeah, you can like maybe let's say like you're trying to color something or you're trying to healing brush something, you want to harden the brush and de-harden it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so simple because actually in this device here, we have a button on the left.
Oh, right.
Over here, which you can change different kind of modes. You can see the color change.
Yep.
And you can have some preset profiles. So it is really cool in that sense. A lot of people can use this for their own gaming, their own productivity stuff.
Wow.
Or even just scrolling up and down. There's a scroll mode as well. So it's quite comfortable, intuitive to use, convenient.
Yeah.
And if you're a gamer, if you're a productive person, it just makes you so much faster.
Yeah, true. You don't need to like but then you don't is
Exactly.
or sometimes especially like Photoshop or because I do a lot of photo editing.
Right.
Yeah, it helps a lot because you can just glide and change things.
Yeah. And because it's supposed to be put underneath a keyboard as like a replacement of where the wrist rest usually sits, that's why we also paired it together with a keyboard that we made ourselves, the Red Tectonic keyboard.
Nice.
And all you need is basically everything you want in a mechanical gaming keyboard.
Nice.
It's 5-pin hot swappable. It has Gateron switches, a choice of red, blue, browns. It has case foam and plate foam, so it sounds really nice. This is red switches, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, basically we made the best keyboard that we could at a very affordable price. Now it's going for 119 USD. Mouse are different.
Okay. Yeah.
Mouse different from those other gaming keyboards out there.
Yeah. I mean I tried it and it made me regret buying a keyboard a week ago. Really, but then back then they weren't selling it yet. I was like, right, why? It's like just click on Kickstarter now. I was like, screw it, I just bought a keyboard. Yeah, but oh well. But I will still support you guys. That's very
awesome. So it's called the Red Tectonic Pro, currently on Kickstarter. The pad is going for 85 USD and the keyboard's at 119 USD, which is really huge steal because it's going at 29% off the normal price. And that's where we are now collecting pre-orders for when it finally launches in roughly July-August period.
Okay. If you guys do not know the website and everything, later after the stream is over, we'll put it in the comments.
Awesome.
Alright. So maybe I just put in a comment right now. So how do you spell is WRAEK? So just wait for a while for a comment to pop up. Okay, so that's the spelling of the brand. Please Google it and then please go to the Kickstarter, click add to cart and buy now.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we all of us need to support entrepreneurs like them. I mean seriously, if you don't support creativity, then creativity will die off and Singapore will be boring. But to be honest wise, right? I mean, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur, right?
For sure.
I mean, you were in NUS. What do you major in?
Oh, I major in business marketing.
Oh wow. Okay. So can I assume that when you took on this Godzilla task, right? Have you graduated? Yes. No?
I have not graduated, and I would say because of this project, my studies are being affected.
Okay.
But I think that's the least of my concerns because this project has been such a joy to work on.
Yeah.
And we are seeing ourselves impacting a lot of lives.
Precisely.
A lot of gamers as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth it.
Okay. I mean, going back to the welcome to Singapore question. Like, when you told your family that Dad, Mom, I'm going to stop studying and make a gaming accessory, what did they say? Did they like, God, are you insane? Or like, I'm going to lock you in your bedroom and don't come out until you rethink everything again. Yeah.
So there's two things here, right? Very controversial.
Yeah.
One is the gaming aspect, and one is the entrepreneurship aspect.
Precisely.
I mean, to be honest, I had pretty good career prospects due to my network. My parents were also quite stunned that I decided to go into entrepreneurship. But to be honest, this was not my first startup.
Oh.
I actually did a startup previously, which is working on an internship algorithm that matches interns and companies based on culture fit and even more things. So
that's important.
Yeah, so my parents weren't too surprised that I'm still in entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pretty supportive for the first one, which helped for the second one as well.
Okay.
Generally, they feel that, hey, because we are younger, myself and my sister, they are more liberal in terms of what we can go into. So I'm very, very thankful for their support. As for the gaming part, they just wanted to know, okay, this means that you're not wasting your time gaming and that you're creating something, you're impacting people's lives, you're learning. More importantly, that's what they are most worried about. And if I would highly recommend any entrepreneur out there or wannabe entrepreneur to go and build your own startup, because it's so full of learning. There's so many things you can learn when you start a business by yourself. Well, and tide through the tough and the good times, whether it's a failure or success, there's so much to learn. And I think that's what my parents saw. My dad himself started a startup when he was younger, so I think they understand.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, right, a lot of the Singaporean parents was like, you are mad. But your parents are they are supportive.
Yeah, so it was very heartening for me that they care. They did give me a deadline, which I'm not gonna say what year, but as all Asian parents are, right? They need to see results.
Okay,
so
they're very result driven.
Yes, a bit results driven.
Yeah, no result, nah.
Yeah, it's not just academics. At least it's okay. You show a result with your effort. If not, move on. So I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that they let me actually do this passion project with so much, I would say, freedom and support.
Okay. I guess, if you twist it a bit, right, I think all our parents are like angel investors. If you think in this way, it's like, if let's say, if you go down and talk to your kids right now, I think they just got their A-levels recently, right? Like most of the time, like if you score certain amount of grades for your studies, they reward you. Just like angel investors, right?
No, that's
or you do something. I don't know, but it could be a twist to it.
I agree. I agree in most sense like that. Yeah.
But of course, they also want you to be successful, that kind of thing. But you have to prove that. But I think you prove them with what you have right now.
For sure. When they were really ecstatic when I created a device, we were featured on CNA, on the radio, we were featured on Zao Bao.
Yeah.
And then that's where they said, wow, you weren't all talk.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of entrepreneurs are all talk. They don't actually execute, they don't create something.
No action.
No action. And that's where my parents themselves felt that, okay, at least something was done.
I think the Zao Bao and the radio knew it You know,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Nailed it in.
And then it's like at least a 2 week worth of bragging for the parents. You know, you see my son, he's on Chao Pao.
Oh, actually,
Kind
right
of
now
thing. They're
immune.
immune.
They ditched me to Australia. They flew off to Australia.
Oh.
So they left
That's
myself here.
interesting.
My sister, she went to Melbourne to study.
Oh.
So they flew off. They say, okay, Ryan, good luck with your Kickstarter and your
Okay.
product.
So
So
that
they're very
means-
chill. They're very chill.
I would say they left you alone because they know you are mature enough
course,
to do it,
of
that kind
course.
of thing. Then they take care of the sister. Okay,
Yeah,
son,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you are now
I'm just
CEO. It's like,
I'm just joking around. I know they mean that you know, I'm independent, you're
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they are very chill people. So
nice. I guess having a supportive family
mm,
helps in making
yeah,
a breaking stuff.
it does because entrepreneurship,
not
especially
easy.
in the industry that I'm in, is not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
I mean, to be honest, right? If you think that it's very easy, try it yourself. Really. You know, I mean, all of you watching, you know, is really like for example, Ray Mark is in. Hey, hi Ray. So Ray is this mega Godzilla YouTuber from Malaysia,
Awesome.
400k subs.
Wow.
He plays awesome. Not your kind of keyboard, but the piano kind of keyboard. I think he games sometimes also.
Hey, kudos to you, Ray.
Yeah. And he was one of the OG who started music YouTubing in
Wow.
Malaysia.
Ooh.
Yeah, I call him an OG because some of my artists that I endorsed previously was like, I know Ray Mark. I listened to his song when I was young. And then, okay, Ray, sorry, but Ray looks young.
Yeah,
He's probably
yeah.
18. So yeah, so I took longer than my deadlines. I'm old man now. No, bro, you're not old. You look 18. I stand next to you. You will look very young because I'm balding.
Cannot say that lah. Young at heart. Young at heart.
Yeah.
Young at heart.
Yeah. So I guess I think the most important thing about operation about all these kind of things, right, is that you need to have focus. And having a support behind you is a lot helpful, right?
That's for sure. But I feel that there's an element of luck to it. It's 70% hard work, 30% luck.
Yeah.
And I would say that the hard work is not just work hard,
Yeah.
but it's also work smart.
Correct.
There's a lot of know-how required
Yeah.
to successfully run a startup,
Yeah.
a company.
True.
There's a lot of experience required as well. And it takes a certain level of, I would say, skill to pick it up, to pick things up. For example, as you know, gaming hardware industry in the entire Singapore, the number of gaming hardware startups can be counted on a hand, which is believable
Yep.
because of the high cost required. And most people don't understand how much cost it requires to actually enter and build a startup, whether it's a hardware or software startup.
Yeah. Not easy at all.
Not easy. Not easy.
At all. And too many naysayers and nobody. A lot of people are saying, why do I need you when there's already the incumbent?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I mean, to be honest, like even for us, we also did our own brand. So it is really not an easy journey. I feel you. Yeah. I mean, like talking about hard journeys. Though, what kind of oh my god situations happen?
Wow.
Things that you can share.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you
situations.
cry, I have tissue here. Don't worry. I think we have right. Yeah. Don't worry.
Honestly, in
Yeah.
a startup, right, a lot of things go wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of things go wrong.
Yeah.
Just to share a few, I would say over the past 3 months, I felt like aged 10 years. Because for the Kickstarter alone, there were many panic moments. When something goes wrong, it will go wrong. These kind of things. So, for example, okay, let me just try and think back to as far as my memory can take me. When we were building the device, we set out to build about 20 prototypes.
Okay.
We ended up with having to make 48 versions of the prototype, which goes to show how many times we thought, okay, we could do it, and then no, something else happened. The issue popped up and all these kind of things. So that's one example. The hardware iterations for the design. The software, when we were building it, a lot of bugs came out as well, which we had to quickly fix. And as you know how bugs are, like a leaking boat. If you try to plug out one of the leaks or you repair
find
it,
more.
then more will come out, or more will pop out. Is the pressure which of the environment.
Yeah.
So generally, in a bigger company, of course, there's a lot of things in place. You can solve these problems easily with money. But at the startup, you're always on a shoestring budget.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So hardware issues, software issues, sometimes even HR issues when one of your employees suddenly has pop up.
Has some issue.
Yeah,
or,
issues or gets COVID.
Yeah.
It has happened before. So COVID also not a very easy time. Logistics and everything are a lot more expensive.
Besides
Components, so it's not easy getting here. Where I'm very proud to say that we've solved 1,001 problems.
It wasn't an easy delivery.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't an easy labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you the three of you were pregnant with this idea and then shaping it, making sure that it developed properly, and finally giving birth to what we see right now today, right? It's
For sure.
It's not easy. I mean,
For sure.
A lot of people when they think develop product easy, you know, I can do it. But guys, if you say you can do it, do it. Don't say do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even for us, we took like a year or two also to develop our product.
Yeah.
I'm sure, you know, every entrepreneur, everybody who have their own product, it takes years in product.
Many years.
Yeah, it takes years to design the concept, to finally bring it to everything, get approval, get money, get funding, prototyping, debugging, everything. Everything takes time. It takes money, it takes time, and if you don't have enough moolah, it takes even more time, and then it takes talent. You have to hold talent. They have to believe in your idea. They cannot like run away because, you know, I mean talking, if let's say it's in US, it's a lot more crazy because everybody will like who, you know, like they are chasing dreams. In welcome to Asia, we are chasing
Asia.
Yeah, we are like, you know, like if you're still working on something and there's nothing, and then people that kind of I'm sure you have that kind of situations, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've developed this product for 2 years.
Oh my god.
The Kickstarter launch, we actually wanted to do it last year in April. So you can see how there is that huge difference between expectations and reality, and how you need to manage that thing as well. Singaporeans are used to that aspect. Okay, I need to do it fast. Not just a matter of like 10 years, 5 years, 2 years to build a product.
They want Maggie me.
They want it in months.
Yeah,
but they don't realize that, you know, not only do you need to do the design process, you need to find the manufacturer, you need to secure the distributions, and then after that you need to do the marketing for it in terms of the collaterals, the content. It takes a while to get your positioning right.
Yeah.
Not all of these can be done in tandem and parallel, because you also need to see the product. All these things make it quite difficult to do it within a few months, and that's why I would say especially youths, they need to experience more, they need to learn more.
They need to
have
swim
right expectations.
They need to swim in a deep pool. You say, like, hey guys, I can swim, but my god, your pool is only 0.2. Go and try the 2 meters one.
I mean, it's not to say that normal corporate roles aren't tough. You know?
I mean, it is tough.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough.
It's crazy.
It's super crazy. If you're a consultant, you're probably working just as long as I am. And sleeping just as little as I am.
I mean, this shout out to all my banker friends, accounting friends, and all my friends who have no life because they're married to work. You know, no. I mean, seriously, I think what we're trying to say, we're not trying to put down any occupation. I think everybody deserves a pat on the back for everything. But I guess this is more sharing. If let's say you're going to be your own boss, or you're going to create your own product, there's 1,001 things that you won't know, because if you're working in a corporate, they have experienced it, they have archived how to handle it, the to-dos and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you are all by yourself, and you are really all by yourself to handle all this, it's really not easy. It's really not.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, exciting times are exciting
Yeah,
times.
yeah. I know because well, to be honest, right, like to make a tech product isn't easy. Will it be a tech product easy what? But to get it right, a lot of debugging, right?
A lot of
A lot.
debugging. A lot of debugging. Hardware issues, marketing issues, companies. You see our product. Our product, honestly, once people have tried it, they think, wow, it's amazing. It's a game changer and everything. But before they try it, they always are a bit skeptical because it's new.
I know.
They'll ask you, why should I use your product?
Yeah.
You know, especially gamers. Gamers are very critical in terms of exactly what they buy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, is then my job to show them, this is a game changer. This is gonna make you game faster. This has been featured on websites like Asia One or even Tom's Hardware is the next big thing for input devices. And I mean, it's up to the entrepreneur to fill that gap, both in product creation and the marketing.
Yeah, because I mean, you are selling your dream and your idea to a lot of people.
I feel like it's not my dream and my idea. Although I get what you're saying, my team really believes in that there are these problems and that we want to solve them. So it's more like we want to be impact makers.
Okay.
So what we're trying to sell here is more of how we can improve gamers' lives, as well as improve or rather let gamers have a chance to push the entire industry forward. Because I'm sure there's a lot of older gamers as well, really sick and tired of how the current way gaming devices are being built.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah. I mean to be honest, a lot of good ideas come from problem solving.
Yes.
Right? And I think to be honest, right, I mean I actually tried their product and it's actually really, really very, very game changing. Like for example, I think they have one video that show, right, compared to your normal keyboard playing and using their product, how much time you save. And if let's say you sidestep and picture and one guy and then you sit and you disappear.
Yeah. That's on our Kickstarter page.
That was quite a very, very innovative way. Immediately it like, oh my god, I would be alive on Counter-Strike if I had this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we show how people with the device basically react faster because now their fingers are more freed up. They are controlling the movement with their palm, so their fingers can press the abilities, and it effectively lets them react 2 times faster, up to 2 times faster, which is huge for gamers.
Yeah, because I mean like doing this and compared to doing this.
I mean, you sort of do a bit of both.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, if you, okay, so where can you guys, where can people go and try a product in Singapore?
So right now our product, while we do have an older prototype at Kallang Wave Mall, people can try it out at Esports Experience Center.
Oh,
there
nice.
actually is the more latest prototype at our office. So we had a user testing program which was live up to a few weeks ago when we started Kickstarter. Things got really busy, and then now what's going to happen is that the user testing will restart once the Kickstarter ends.
Okay, we have one question. Where is the new color of the headset? This is the new wireless. All right.
Headset or
this guy?
Yeah, this
one.
one,
Yeah.
right?
No. Okay. What happened is that last week I did a leak of a prototype, and then they were like, "Oh my god." A lot of people like the color, and then product development, scold me for being a naughty boy, and I have to return the thing back to them. No choice. They have they got more guys. I'm just only one guy, so they're like, Jinfu, why do you take my prototype and show off? Yeah, so well, never mind. I'll try again maybe for the next episode. If you see me alive, next week, I've survive those guys and beat them out and steal the prototype and to show you guys. I mean, had to be fun, right? Yeah. That's a fun thing about doing all this kind of stuff. But
of course.
But what are the things that would you advise an entrepreneur or someone who's aspiring to create their own brand or their own product?
Don't do hardware.
Why? Why?
I mean, that's just a joke. Me and my co-founders, right? It's hardware is not easy. Hardware is not easy. Honestly, software faces a lot less issues in terms of distribution, manufacturing. These things alone take up a lot of issues already, which small teams find it difficult to do.
Okay.
And that's why Singapore has so many software startups compared to hardware startups.
Yeah.
But if they do hardware, there is quite a few advice. I would say the key advice to give them is don't rush. Don't rush.
Don't rush.
Don't rush to get your product out. Make sure that everything is perfect before you move to the next step. Instead of trying to rush everything and then not meeting deadlines and not doing things well. It's something that we learned as well. For example, our device, we wanted to actually let a few YouTube reviewers try it. I'm not sure whether you know about Hardware Canucks, Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah.
They are huge YouTubers with millions of followers. So they were very keen to try our device. We were very keen to pass them the device. But we started the Kickstarter too early. So we couldn't pass them the device in time. Now they got the device, they're trying it out now. We'll see whether they like it and do a YouTube video about it. But yeah, that's one of the examples that how we shouldn't rush. Honestly, when you're doing hardware products or you're doing software products, make sure you get each step done well. Your product creation, your marketing, your community building, and then you go to the next step. Yeah, so I mean, we learned all these, some the hard way, but that made us stronger as a company, and I think it's a very good starting lessons, so that for the many years to come that we continue making products, we can make sure that the products that come out are excellent.
Okay. And building on that, Hong, I know you saw the poll. We did the poll in December. Now we are going to March. But as what he said, even a change of color,
It takes time.
It takes time, bro. Seriously, it's not like you go to H&M or Zara and then I want black, I want red. Even for them to get the black and the red right takes time. Especially for hardware. If you see his keyboards and everything, to get it printed in the right red and the right black, how many times do you have to do it?
Countless.
Countless, right?
Countless.
It's not just going to the printer and printing it out or going to Photoshop to print out. That is maybe like the concept.
Yeah.
And then after that, because it is plastic molding, you need to get the resins correct.
Correct.
And even like 0.01% of black
Can make a big difference.
can make or change it. I mean, can
Correct.
make it or break it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, this is our own experience. I mean, his experience and my experience. To get the color right, we are still trying to get the color right, bro. I'm so sorry you guys have to wait. What you see previously was a color that was close to it, but not close to it. We are still. That's why they took it back, because I can't show it because it's not official yet and it's the wrong color. We had a lot of editing, not sure editing. We had to do a lot of a lot of adjustments and coloring and redo the resins, and it's not easy. It's not like you just go to the supermarket and buy
Like a change in paint or something and just slap it on. It's not easy.
It's not that like you can say like hey, me Ryan, your keyboard I can just spray paint it in pink, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure you guys are doing your best, right?
I mean,
your best to get it out as soon as
precisely.
you can. Yeah.
But it's not just spraying it, bros. The feel and everything. If you spray paint on it, it's easy to say, but the feel is totally different. Yeah, so we are working on it. We are trying our best. There's no point for us to rush it out something and then in the end it looks ugly.
Yeah.
Then your guys were like you.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will do your best to make sure that the device comes out nice.
Correct.
Not just the color, but at least it doesn't peel and all that.
Yeah, correct. I mean, there's a lot when it comes to product design, in the industrial design side of things and everything. There's a lot when it comes to material designing and also material engineering. So
Yeah.
It's always like what he's saying, it's always easy to do it on software because Photoshop can show you everything. But to make it, yeah, it's not
not so easy. Not so easy.
Not so easy.
But yeah, I guess with the way headsets are going with you guys and military grade headsets, even,
we try.
I'm sure that the headset industry is gonna be revolutionized by you guys very soon.
We're trying a lot of new things. I guess when it comes to headset, there's a lot of human research. I mean, to be honest, right? When you make something for military, right, the design focus is totally different.
Yeah.
But you make it for a gamer, right? Because what you were saying, the army guys wear for 12 hours, right? It should be the same with the gamer, right?
Exactly.
But those guys are fighting a war, so they are using it for other purpose. So their design criteria will be different for a gamer. Gamer wants comfort, gamer wants good sound, gamer wants a million one things, want it to be cool and everything. For the army, they just want it functional, reliable, rugged. They need to hear despite all the noise and the kind of thing. So everything is totally different. Yes, and Pong, we need to polish the product first. Otherwise, you will say we are coming out with a lousy product. Yeah, and we will do our best to make sure that it looks totally awesome. In fact, after we did the poll, a lot of my female friends was like, guys, do a pink, ignore the red.
Do a pink. I mean, for girls, the light pink style with the light pink and white together, maybe a bit of silver. That
works, right?
Yeah, it works. Right? It works. Maybe some cat ears or.
You know my office. One of my colleagues actually put me like, where's my pink? It's like, where's your pink? Can't you just make it for us girls? I was like, okay.
But actually, here I have a question, right, Jin? What do you think would be the future of headphones?
Well, it really depends, man. I guess I actually read an article by Ericsson. They were thinking that maybe in 10 years' time, a lot of things will not be needed because it will be all controlled in a central chip. But that being said again, right? If let's say everything is being controlled by a chip, like instead of having your phone is embedded. I don't know. It feels.
Neurogear, basically biotech, and all these things are pretty new. Pretty new concept that has been introduced just a few years ago. Not just by Elon Musk. With what was it called? Neuralink or
kind of in a way using your brain waves to control everything.
Yeah.
And then they can send things directly to you using your brain.
Correct.
There are a lot of tech articles that talk about that. There are science fiction stories that are already way beyond.
Correct. It's not just stories. People have seen leaps and bounds in this technology in terms of it actually being able to register and guide certain brain waves, which is very exciting technology. But it's still far.
Yeah, it's still far.
It's still far. I as much as I would love to jump into a virtual world and fight a few monsters and that kind of thing, not really care about actual reality. But it's a bit far away.
But you need to make sure that you have some property in the metaverse first.
Oh yes,
so you can jump there.
Okay. But metaverse is a huge topic. I think that's a podcast episode in itself. Let's not jump into it.
Yeah, but
it's a huge topic though.
I know. But I guess moving forward, when it comes to headset design, I think Apple started off something very interesting. With spatial audio. My friends at Adobe were talking to me about that. That we actually attended some of the workshops that they had. They talked about how to mix for spatial audio just for Apple, that kind of thing. So that was very, very interesting. Where I would say is something that would change a lot. Where there are sensors that will go according to how you turn and how you hear.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting for gaming, but that might have to tie in with VR.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
Because if let's say you're gaming this way, right, and then you turn and then you okay, not so accurate,
Interesting ways that is going forward. I just feel that right now for the current gadgets in the market for VR and all that, at least the things that are foreseeable in the next 4 to 7 years, a lot can be improved.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's where Wraek is coming in as well.
Mm.
A lot of the gaming devices, VR devices, has a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna start from the lower hanging fruit, which is in this case is the limited keyboard layout. We're gonna start working our way up.
Nice. That'd be exciting. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. It's a very interesting journey ahead. Especially once we get the ball rolling.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have started off with the palm controller and the keyboards.
Yeah.
What else do you guys think you guys will go after?
Yeah, so that's a very hot topic right now. A lot of people asking us, okay, is this your first and only device? Are you gonna do a lot of other stuff? Yes, the answer to that is yes. Not only version 2 and on for these devices and Bluetooth devices as well, but we are looking towards, I would say, solving some of the higher hanging fruits in the entire gaming gadget industry. For example, for virtual headsets, there is a lot required for the amount of latency and all that, as well as the quality of it. So there are these things, software enabled by hardware as well, and of course on a higher level, biotech, things which are non-invasive. Versus those microchips. Of course, there has to be non-invasive solutions. So these are things that we are going into. But of course, in the meantime, we will also be doing smaller steps. Like for example, something to do with the mouse, things like that. Things like that. Small teasers here and there. But basically, there is a lot more to come. I think someone also mentioned something down below.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess pricing. I mean, to be honest, right? I think Pong had a very, very interesting question. He introduced your product to my friends, and they say the price is a little bit high for a new brand. It really depends. I'll feel like it's not cast in stone that a new brand needs to be that cheap. Right.
That's true, but I would say gamers themselves are always bargain hunters.
Okay,
so I don't blame you, Pong, and your friends.
I know.
I don't blame you. Honestly, a lot of gamers are bargain hunters, and that's why they would like go for lower prices. We would like to give lower prices as well.
Yep.
But sometimes it's not really possible when all the margin stacks up. Honestly, for the Kickstarter itself, we are looking to create zero profit.
That's what I want to ask you.
The entire Kickstarter.
You guys even zero profit? You don't even make money.
Zero profit for the price that we are going for is zero profit because everything is being either spent for the manufacturing.
Yeah.
You gotta buy those machines, right?
Yeah.
Or in terms of the marketing. All these come into play as well. So as much as I want to give it at like $50, $60,
you can't. I mean, so this question is like a lot of people will just say, just make it in XYZ factory in XYZ country and that kind of thing, make it that cheap. It's easy to say, but when you're actually doing it, and if you have a requirement for quality,
exactly,
and then you want it to be unique and special and your own product, there's no compromise. So I guess a lot of friends or fans will actually we want it cheaper, we want it that kind of thing. But when you compare it against like let's say his keyboard, and you try against some of the very low end keyboards from all the various sources, right? You can feel the difference. And if you are an avid gamer and so I had this conversation with some of my friends who are now the second in Call of Duty Mobile.
Wow.
So they were telling me one thing that if you are a serious gamer, every piece of gear that you buy have to increase the win rate.
Correct.
So like for example, his keyboard and also the thumb pad increase reaction time.
Yeah, the Tectonic Pad does have to help for the reaction time.
Yep.
And the keyboard has to be good enough such that it's competitive
Yeah.
with all the gaming keyboards out there.
Correct. Then what they say about my headset is that, you know, bro, when I wear your headset, I can pinpoint at my enemy more. So they increase their spatial awareness so that they don't die so easy on
Yeah. That's very important.
So that's very important. I mean if you are really gaming, it's just like when you're playing an RPG, you're not going to go out of beginner village with just a stone, right? You will go to the shop, buy a dagger at least, or iron sword or bronze sword, that kind of thing. Then you go out of beginner village and kill the monster, correct?
Yeah.
You're not going to hit level 999 and still use a bronze dagger.
Exactly.
You'll be using Excalibur or whatever, not really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't need to. Okay, some people honestly believe that is at level 1 they gotta destroy all the monsters already, and that goes for the gamers too. You know, they just love winning. So at level 1, sometimes you want to go with Excalibur already.
Yeah.
And that's where I would say a lot of casual gamers also like devices like ours.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah,
I mean, like I saw my friends who like fully deck out their gaming setup.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, but no. I mean, like, I play to enjoy. I don't play to win. But you must feel wow when I'm gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you know, I guess of course, you know, I'm not dissing people with low budget, but most importantly, try I mean there's always a right price for every devices, you know, but then for more serious gamers, they'll actually buy things that they can use to up their game.
Correct.
Yeah, and if not, you know, you'll always be using the beginner village, you know, armor and sword, and you know, you will still be in beginner village.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have a partner with Esports Entertainment Asia, and that's where we got to try out with a lot of gamers there as well.
Nice.
So that's when they told us that, hey, you know, this device is amazing. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
They like how you don't need to move when you push in either direction, and then you can still access all your abilities faster. And that's where the entire partnership with them helped us to really show that hey, you know, these things make a difference for gamers. Really
Definitely.
it's a game changer.
It is because I guess you guys it helps a lot that you guys you're saying that you guys are also gamers. What kind of games do you guys play? Like, what's your visual games?
So for myself, I play League of Legends. I used to play Apex Legends.
Okay.
There is also the smaller games as well. Halo, Vermintide. I play a lot of RTS games, Civilization 6, Total War.
Okay.
So avid gamer, yes, but after I started, you know, building my own startup, let's say not so much time to game. Yeah.
Okay. Pong, I absolutely agree on what you say. Yeah, because everyone has doubt when a new brand comes out. No one knows the quality of the product, and the first thing they will look at when they don't know the quality is the price. I think that's something important. Which is also why another reason when they came out with their product and when we came out with product, we actually send it to a lot of reviewers.
Yeah.
And we send it to a lot of trusted reviewers. We send it, like for my side, we send it to audio engineers, people who work in some of the gaming companies, people who write scores for the games. We even had a Grammy-nominated engineer who actually tried the product and tell us whether he liked it or not. The one that wrote NTP the song this year tried it. Evan Lowe, he also told me he also loved it a lot. So I guess like for both of us, we actually threw the product into the deep sea and let it swim.
Yeah.
But of course, before we throw it down the deep sea, we make sure
it's as good as it can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it has to be
correct. It has to
be
hit our certain
right?
quality requirement,
and
then our own aspiration for the product first before we let the reviewers try it. Of course, you know, when it comes to I think keyboard and mouse or for his device is very easy to see because it is an actual innovation. But as for us, when it comes to build or sound quality, all this, we actually send it to the harshest of the group, not the gamers but the audio engineers themselves, and they came back like, oh, I would buy this, I love this, how much is it again? Okay, I'm gonna buy one. Kind of thing. So it builds out the confidence level. We also pass it to a lot of tech reviewers who In fact, I think for our product, we got mostly 4 out of 5 stars or 5 out of 5
Nice.
stars. Yeah, that was very interesting. I was like, are you guys sure? Like, why do you guys like it? They're like, dude, I won for the first time in CSGO. I was like, okay, that's why you give us a 5-star, okay, that kind of thing. So that was quite hilarious. Like someone of my reviewer in Philippines actually even make a video of him sniping with and without, and he told me like he could hear better and he could snipe. Yeah, because he knew, and then because after his snipe finished on CSGO, he need to run away, but he will hear better, then he know where to run.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I get what you mean.
because the spatial awareness allowed him to hear where the opponents are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
got you.
it's a lot easier for FPS games. So to be honest, we make this for FPS. Then there are also another group of people who say, guys, we hate it when we are watching movies and music. It's true, we didn't make it for you to watch a movie or listen to Mariah Carey or that kind of thing. We made it for you to game. So it's
it's the purpose
it's
of
the
it.
purpose of the creation. I mean, a lot of people want things to be multitask, but
it's just a different way.
it's just a different way. You can't buy a Ferrari to use it to transport groceries, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't expect your 7-seater to run as fast as a Ferrari.
Yeah,
all
for sure.
different purpose. Yeah, kind of thing.
So for headsets, is there anything else that you guys may be creating in the future, especially in the gaming area?
It really depends. Of course, we're trying to get our accuracy a lot more. So we're talking to the big boys in the audio side. I think.
Nice.
I think. Of course, when it comes to audio, you know all these brands like Dolby, DTS, all these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we are trying to find ways to make it even more 3D. But without wearing more things on your head. Yeah,
Nice.
I think that'd be something a lot more interesting. Of course, I can't say too much.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll say the audio and the wearables industry will be very, very interesting.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So you know how? Okay, I mean we have about
Yeah, we have like 9 more minutes.
9 more minutes.
Yeah.
I mean let's talk about something interesting. Just to end off as well. So now in the gaming market, there is so many other things where that is coming to play. Sponsorships, media rights,
Yeah.
all these things. A lot of people say, hardware is not where the money is at. Right. What do you think about this? Like, is it something that is not true? Is something that's true? Is there still a lot of potential in the industry?
I think, to be honest, wise, right? Even if you're gaming on the phone,
Yeah.
you still need certain amount of hardware.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct. Hardware it's not the death of hardware. I mean, with a smartphone, because there are so many different gears and gadgets that you can add on to improve your gaming experience.
Yeah.
So I guess hardware is still there, and of course, not to say, I mean, we did a recent survey targeting Southeast Asia, and we found that a lot of gamers, although everybody was saying like the Asian gamers should most likely be like 80% on the mobile phone and 20% on console or PC, that kind of thing. We had like a quite a good balance.
Oh.
Yeah, they're mostly like because they have multiple choice, right? So like 60+% were like on mobile, 55% were on their PCs.
Yeah.
Console was like 20%.
Yeah.
So to be honest, I would say console, I don't know, but I'll say when you have a PC, you will play games, because like
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
play
It makes
games,
sense. And humans are just generally
Yeah.
we just pursue quality.
yeah,
You can't get the same level of quality on your phone as you can get on your PC.
precisely.
And that's where they really go into hardware.
Yeah.
More, I would say more gaming hardware devices.
Yeah.
The more high end kind, because you want a better experience on your PC.
Yep.
And with this whole pandemic situation, a lot of people are put at home.
Yeah.
And gaming is becoming the next big thing.
Correct.
With it being included in the next few Olympics, maybe.
They are actually.
Yeah. It is becoming more recognized. No longer is it just a time waster.
Yeah.
Nowadays it becomes
It's a money maker now.
not just a
in a
money
way.
maker, but also a way of socializing.
Yeah, precisely.
Look at Roblox. For Roblox, there's something in the US whereby nearly 70% of the kids are playing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And that's where, these kids are going to be our next generation. If so many of them are already gaming, and we know that in the future they are going to pursue quality, especially if they have the means to pay for it. That's when they go into the PC hardware stuff. They want better headphones, they want better keyboards, and whatever is going to be there in the future. And that's where I believe that while people say that gaming hardware is I would say a smaller industry compared to maybe the media or the advertising industry or that, I agree. But it's not a sunset industry.
It's not.
It's an industry that has so much potential.
Yeah, it will definitely grow. Okay, I mean, if you twist it around, right? Okay, very simple. If you're working from home,
Yeah.
and you need to buy a new PC,
Yeah.
the most decked out will be a gaming PC. Correct? In a certain sense,
Yeah,
correct? Because you have the best graphic
PC
card.
build. Not cheap nowadays, but
Not
yeah.
cheap, but you have the best graphic card, the best SSD, the best RAM, the best whatever not
Yeah.
in your gaming PC alone. Okay? And why do you need that? Well, you are at home. You need to make sure that your Zoom doesn't crash. If let's say you are doing a lot of PowerPoint or video editing, okay, let's face it, a lot of people who are working from home might be marketers.
Yeah.
So you need to do Photoshop, Final Cut,
content creation.
all the content creation things.
Yeah.
And then you need
3D
to
modeling.
Zoom with your management or your client. You need to look good.
If-
You need processing power.
Yeah. If you're a consultant and then
Yeah.
your banker, your Excel crashes on you, that's like the worst.
That's the
feeling.
worst thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you are a gamer already, you have the hardware because you have one PC and one big screen. You have your gaming headset for Zoom.
For
you
sure.
have your keyboards and everything that you can type faster and more
Exactly.
accurate. You even have his,
You can
Yeah,
use the pad
your
for various
pad, you
functions.
can do so many
You can use it
things.
to mute and everything.
Yeah, there's so many things that you can do. So I mean, to be honest, wise, right? I think the pandemic killed and revived something
Yeah.
in a sense that
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you look at that, yeah.
I would say, well, let's not go too much into the sensitive details of the
Yeah.
pandemic because now the pandemic just
Yeah.
finished and
Well,
another
I would
big
say,
thing started.
everything. I mean, it is a crazy cycle.
Yeah, it is a crazy
Yeah.
cycle.
But
So we live in fun times. We live in
fun times, man. I mean, what a lot of my friends in tech actually say, COVID accelerated a lot of technology.
I think so. I think it accelerated digitization a lot
Yes,
as well.
precisely.
For example, in the Japanese workforce, they tend to prefer the more traditional way of doing things. Work from home was never a possibility.
Yes.
But with the pandemic, they have no choice.
Yeah,
They have no choice. They started
Yeah.
using the latest software. They started allowing this work from home culture. They literally advanced at least 20 years of
Yeah.
digitization in the last 2 years.
Like even in Singapore, like the grandmas now and the grandpas now know how to use your phone for safe entry.
yeah.
That would never happen without COVID.
Yeah, if if COVID didn't happen, I'm sure QR codes will still be a very millennial thing.
Yeah, precisely. Now they are, hey, oh, no, boy, I need to scan.
Yeah.
And they know, and then they
Oh, but I mean,
Wow.
stay safe, everyone. I hear there's a QR code scam going around.
yeah,
So,
I know.
with digitization also comes a lot of people falling
a lot
into
of
scams.
dangers, precisely.
So have to stay safe.
Yeah, if you suddenly see both of us texting you on IG and you know that we are not.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
we are based, don't click
it's
on
not
links,
us, man.
right?
It's not us.
Yeah, you suddenly see IINVICTOR headset like 70% off. It's not me. Or you see like the keyboard. We're gonna give it to you for $10. No, definitely not.
Hey, I mean,
Maybe-
give
but
away.
Giveaways will happen, might happen.
Might
But
happen.
because please make sure that one thing I realized that when people are scamming and then you type back, it's okay because usually they don't reply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is a very nice question. I think, do you want to take this?
Sure. I think this question is directed
so
to
Hong,
me, right?
do you have plan to spread? Let me bring it up to the broadcast.
Sure. I mean,
Do you have plans to spread your business outside of Singapore or just another part of Asia?
yeah. So actually, Kickstarter is global. That means that our business, or rather our product, is available all over the world right now. But yeah, this is a good question for going forward, because going forward we're still going to do a testing batch here in Singapore first, followed by going to key markets such as Indonesia, US, and Canada, UK. These key markets, because we thankfully have the network there. We were very blessed by key partners and advisors, like our key advisor and co-founder. His name is Rennie Yeo. He's actually the ex-board member of Enterprise Singapore.
Wow.
And he's also the ex-chairman of Singapore Manufacturing Federation.
Wow.
So he has helped us to get to different markets, give us a good advice. That's why the product can come out at such a good quality as well.
Yeah. That is very important.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Pong, definitely worldwide. To every other different market, and maybe to your doorstep very soon.
I guess I mean with COVID, online shipping is getting a lot more convenient. You can buy from anywhere and ship.
Yes, but with there is increased cost nowadays.
Yes,
especially with what happened today.
I know.
Let's not go into that discussion.
Let's go into that discussion.
It's
exciting times.
Complex.
It's exciting times for all of us. Alright, I mean, to be honest, seriously, like we are not going through pandemic. We gone through a ship that's stuck in the Suez Canal. Like all this kind of thing, through all these kind of things that could never happen in this period. So exciting times. Well, my name is GF. I'm from IINVICTOR, and then he is Ryan.
Yeah, from Wraek.
Yeah, always like to make you say that because I couldn't pronounce it properly. So how do I really pronounce that name?
Yeah, it's called Wraek. Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, we really like the name. It's a bit hard to pronounce, we understand, but it's like 5-letter word. You put it in Google, it's a 5-letter word once again.
Yeah.
You're gonna get all of our stuff.
Yeah,
so
precisely.
It's really amazing.
Yeah. So wreck it all the way. Get his keyboards, then you can wreck your opponents. So seriously, you can win with that kind of thing. All right.
For sure.
Yeah. So
awesome.
once again, to everybody watching, please stay safe. Omicron is getting a bit crazy. Stay safe. Do whatever that's needed. Be healthy, and play more games. And then goodbye.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Good night.